Should probably play smokes. I'll hover. I recommend hovering the characters you're willing to play so that your team, knows, so. That's what you want. Okay, so he's doing. Either one is fine. It's a tough call. Usually Sky is pretty good on this map. I think if we had Raze, we would want Sky. But it makes a little bit more sense to pick Sage because we don't have that much stall potential without her. So I think their comp's a little bit stronger because they have Sage and Sky. We don't have an initiator of any kind, and they do, so. Although as Omen, you can act as an initiator on this map if you communicate with your team and throw your blinds for them. So, can we break Sage Wall mid? It's really important that you do not let the Sage Wall just sit in middle. So you always want to break it, always. Ooh, deadly flash. That could have been bad for us. Alright, we already have pretty good mid control here. Wait, hold on. Okay, our Sage is a maniac. Here, I could blind.
Sage Wall is there.
Oh.
After and close.
That's really unfortunate. I don't like. Okay, so my Reyna definitely should not be standing back and holding this wall. He's one of our duelists. He needs to be entering and trading us and fighting, not sitting back and holding someone that's knifing a wall. Because as you can see there, we were fighting to the death up there, and he's just standing here and didn't contribute anything. So, yeah. Also, our Sage really, her wall was good to help us take control, but she really shouldn't just be running in like that. That was pretty reckless.
Shit next time.
So it looks like he's
off you guys.
Yeah, it looks like he's acknowledging his mistake.
It's something I must do.
Sage, you're really not an entry. You want to, you want to live so you can heal someone. That's your value. Okay, just gonna buy. I'll just buy a second smoke. Other than that, I won't buy anything. Okay, so our team started sprinting immediately, which notified to the other team right when the round started exactly where we're going, which means the other team is probably already rotating, maybe even. Oh, so yeah, the other team is already all rotated to B. They're all there. They had plenty of time to rotate. So we should, if we try to hit it right now, we're all gonna die. Painfully. So we either need to leave or at least give them a reason to believe that we leaved so that they have to rotate some people off.
There.
Reload.
Spike down.
So as you can see, this is actually pretty good that we're getting into this kind of brawl with them because we're getting some picks, doing some damage. The other two are both low, I think. So this is actually a winnable round. The other two are both low. He picked up a gun for himself.
Just try playing for money.
We're in decent shape. Obviously, you can't really hope to win this round realistically, but if you do, it's incredible. You heard one. Good try. Good try. So that's actually unfortunate. He even headshot this guy, but I guess she wasn't really that low. The Yoru, I think, was like really low. So if he did happen to kill this guy, he most likely would have won that round, but not bad. We at least got the plant, so that means we get more money. Pretty decent round for us.
Reyna, I must say how nice it is to work.
Alright, so I can full buy now.
comes with your experience.
So we haven't really shown any presence towards A yet. I think on this round, it's probably pretty exploitable, the fact that we haven't shown presence A yet. So that means the team is, because we've been playing really fast and haven't shown presence A, I could probably lurk A pretty easily. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to throw smoke mid for my team, and I'm going to just lurk A.
They rolled again.
Okay, they're dogging it, which is really bad. Okay, he saw me, so that's really bad. That ruins my lurk. Okay, she flashed me.
I'm gonna grab orb.
They're pushing A pretty aggressively.
Bro, you gotta each. From all those.
Okay, so I got 2. Trade 2 for 1, that's huge.
One's gonna be showered.
Huge for me. Okay, 1 sewers. Calming what I know to my team. It was Sky. Okay, so there's only 1 on B. No one on B. B is clear. B is clear.
Player standing.
40.
Spike
Okay,
down.
unfortunately, this round could have gone in our favor. We dropped the bomb in mid, which is really bad.
One enemy remaining.
Last guy was last seen sewers. Okay, my random played that really, really well. He used his dismiss to gain info. He peeked with it, and he was invisible, so this guy didn't know that he peeked.
That was worrisome, Reina.
So he played that very well, very well. Good for him. Random, maybe you could buy someone. You could sell one thing or light armor or something. So it's important to pay attention to your teammates' money.
Goodbye to Sage, I'm good.
Not oftentimes other people won't really pay enough attention to it themselves. So if you can do it for them, then hey, why not? So this time I'm gonna try to lurk A again, but I'll avoid the Sky's util. It looks like she's not doing it this time though. So there's could be someone here. Just gotta play slow, play cautious, peek peek all the angles.
Tag her once.
I'm lurking on the A, guys.
Coming for a heal, Sage.
Check all my angles. Okay, can you guys come to A?
Yep, rotating towards you right now.
So I'm telling my
probably
team that A is clear so that they could hopefully come to me.
Left side, yep.
Got A clear.
Yep, rotating right now.
Okay, so this is a free kill.
One
Guy has
enemy
no clue I'm
remaining.
here, so absolutely free.
Flawless.
Although, so I was considering not killing that guy because me killing him kind of revealed that I lurked through A.
Look your enemy in the eye.
So now they know that, or they might. It's possible he doesn't really know that, but... So I could have just hid so I didn't know, and then maybe I could have lurked A again. So what I'm willing to bet is that this time this guy comes back and tries to use her util to check to check it. So I'm gonna do the same thing as I'm gonna avoid this guy's util. Also, it's really good to lurk as Omen, especially when you have your ult, because then you can always TP over to your team.
Oh, we lined up.
Spike down B.
Okay, so I was completely right. This guy did come here. So I know she's over here on the ground.
Yep, Sage is there. Rotating.
Cover going out.
Do you have heal?
Yeah, she does.
Okay, this guy was here, by the way.
Alright.
Healing you.
So I smoked off where I knew this guy was watching to kind of confuse her.
Yeah, smokes.
Yeah.
Shadows traveling.
Yeah, wall.
Inside. Loading.
Dead.
So because I have numbers advantage, it's important to play with the team. Okay, A main, A main. So it's important to play with the team. When you have numbers advantage, you always want to play with your team and make sure that your team can play for trade. So the fact that I died there and they couldn't trade it was really bad.
Heaven.
I should have like
See.
probably played behind the plant so that they couldn't kill me from there.
Still in sight.
Alright, chill.
One hell, one rafters.
Reloading. For you.
One enemy remaining.
Alright, luckily we still win the round.
I am a mountain.
So now I've kind of conditioned them a bit where they know I've been lurking A, and they're gonna have to worry about it now. So I could kind of exploit the fact that they have to worry about it now. Can we try a B rush? So if we rush, so now that I know that they're pretty much worried about me lurking A, that means they're gonna commit 1 or 2 people to it, which means their B should
safety
theoretically
walls
be
it,
weak. So that's
so-
why I'm calling this B
You're gonna
rush.
have to break it fast.
Can we just walk it? Like, don't make noise first. Just
Okay.
yeah, we don't want to
Okay,
reveal
Careful,
immediately what we're
just stay on
doing.
it.
Careful that no one peeks that. It's pretty common. So this is good. They don't know we're B main yet. Now we can just do a pretty solid B execute.
Shadows
Smoking.
traveling.
Alright, nice. Go, go, go.
Cover going out.
Cutting their vision. Barrier created.
I'm planning. Watch the push CT.
I heard your TP somewhere.
Loading.
Okay, I'm gonna watch the flank. We actually have an alarm bot watching it, so I'll kind of play off of that.
One heaven.
Just kind of hide, let the alarm bot
Two heaven,
I'm
two
full
heaven.
blind, can't see.
trigger, and
one
then I'll
out.
peek.
2 heaven, 1
Okay, so I saw all 3 on the map. I know no one's
Cutting their
flanking.
vision.
2 heaven, so.
I have blind. Blinding back pillar right now.
Blinding.
Full heaven one.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, so I saw at the wall.
One heaven.
Damn.
I saw that the wall was about to break, and I knew one was like relatively close behind it, so I just broke it myself, and he didn't expect it, so free kill for me. But yeah, so the B take worked. It was extremely important that my team walked out instead of making noise, because as you can see, their Sage actually peeked B main for information, because they didn't know what we were doing. So that forced the Sage to peek to try to get some information, and he died because of that. And like I said, their B defense was actually quite weak because they're worried about me at A. So I'm literally just controlling the whole game. Like, I'm pretty much controlling the whole game by IGLing my team what to do and influencing their decisions. Or the other team's decisions. So now I could go back to lurking A. They're dogging it. I'm gonna have to try to get lucky with the timing. Okay, I think I pulled it off. I did. So I avoided the dog. Now I'm just gonna teleport over to my team. Drop a smoke heaven.
I'm planning. Watch for me.
74.
Stealing sight.
Right there, right now.
Full blind.
Yeah, blinded to protect my teammate. I can't. I'm blind. No smoke right here.
One enemy remaining.
I played that round extremely well. Wow. So I got the pick on the sky. Teleported over here to help my team.
There's dark.
Blinded to protect my teammate while I was planning. Dropped that smoke, which was a very impactful smoke that they had to peek through to fight us, and they got clowned on because of it. So. So this guy is pissed, right? Like, this guy is furious at me. And they're definitely worried about me lurking A because I've done it multiple times now. I think we could hit B again, just do the same shit where we walk
Yeah,
and then
careful,
we go.
they might have judges.
So again, the Sage peeks for information because she doesn't know what we're doing because we didn't make a noise and give away
Still in sight.
what we're doing.
Back side.
Who's next?
I'm planning. Watch for me.
Cutting their
One
vision.
flank.
I've got your trail.
There was one flank.
Garage, you're.
Yeah, I can't really TP. I'm stuck here.
Ding, 2 garage.
Oh, that's the last two. That's the last two. So I know they're
Both
both
garage?
there. Yep. So right there, what I
One
did was
enemy remaining.
I blinded them, which I blinded back sight, which
Beauty.
means I didn't have to worry about back sight.
You said
I
eight.
had CT smoked, so I don't have to worry about that. So the only angle I really had to worry about was
Good round.
Nice.
Heaven, which is where the Omen was. So that gave me a pretty easy gunfight on him because I was able, this guy right here,
Together.
because I was able to just focus entirely on him. I didn't have to worry about anything else. And then I teleported on up on the rafter because that's kind of puts me in a really strong position up on the rafter, and they don't expect it. So I took advantage of the fact that they wouldn't expect me to be there and peeked aggressively on the sky and caught him with his flash in his hand because he had no idea that I was there.
Cover going out.
I'm just sticking with my team. You know, I've lurked A enough times that like again, they're still like worried about me. See, they're like they're worried about me still.
Dead.
Okay, nice kill.
One more ropes.
Just gonna blind him and be on our way. Don't really need to kill this guy. We know where he is. Just get on site with the team. 5v2. Okay, now we can turn around.
One
Yeah, I'll turn around and
enemy
help my
remaining.
jet now.
Flawless.
But he got the kill.
Good round.
How did they sink?
So, by my lurking has essentially changed the entire flow of the game to be in our favor.
We are fighters.
Could we hit A this time?
Sure.
But let's just same shit where we don't make noise until we explode, you know?
Alright.
Also, I could blind if, like, Jet, if you want to dash up Heaven or something, I could blind here.
Okay.
Keep up.
So this is what I mean by acting as an
Full
initiator
bit.
as Omen on this map. Like, I can use my blind to help them get in.
Smoked off.
I'll get the smoke.
So they walled middle. Just tell me when you want the blind, alright?
Okay.
So I'm pinging it so I can see where I need to blind on the map, by the way. That's why I'm doing that.
I'm watching your left.
But pretty much if you do it, as you can see.
2.
Stealing sight.
Okay, so I see that the Sage is not here.
Sage Heaven. Low.
So, okay, I heard one.
Right side screens.
We can push up.
I just heard her use her dog right here.
Heaven still. 2. One more.
More heaven.
One more.
Shadows
right.
traveling.
I hear one CT.
Cover going out.
Wanna push through mid to go to B?
Yeah, sure.
On it.
Rain is on A.
It's fine, I can go back.
One could be behind us or something.
Mhm.
Check right, because I'm checking my.
One enemy
Yeah.
remaining.
Alright, come. The other guy was
Spike
CT.
down mid. 30 seconds left.
2v1.
I'll smoke CT in a sec. After you plant, can you just watch CT for me?
Shadows traveling.
Planted. My ult's ready.
So I told him to watch CT so I can just focus purely on watching Heaven here. So we have pretty much everything covered except for B main, but I'm gonna gamble that he's not going B main. It's super unlikely. Okay, his teleport's coming CT.
Give it that to yeah. Good round.
I'll play.
Win. Show me where to go.
So it's been a little while since I've paid our friend Sky a visit. Alright, so since my team's just exploding on B, I'll just head over.
Healing.
One heaven.
Reloaded.
Oh, got the headshot on that guy, but
One
didn't get the
enemy
kill,
remaining.
unfortunately.
Good.
Reloading.
Heaven.
So I know he's Heaven, I'm not gonna peek.
Cover going out.
My team is peeking though, so I'll peek once this. Okay, my smoke is up. Now I'm peeking with my team. Don't want to stand still. Standing still is a death trap usually.
Last round before the switch.
Don't be cheap. Spend it all before it's gone.
I'm probably gonna lurk A here again. So I gotta hide from the sky. I noticed the way she dogs, she never gets far enough to clear this corner, so.
Cover going out.
So now that my teammates showed presence in mid, this is when I'm gonna make my move.
No more.
So yeah, you always gotta watch for someone pushing through that. So now that I got the kill, I'm just gonna leave.
Close. Nice. There's one more stairs.
There's no reason for me to really continue pushing it.
Quick.
Because pretty much, if there was another person there, they're probably still staying there waiting for me, right? So they just got taken out of the game, basically. They're doing nothing. We're planning B.
I ran already.
So yeah, like, where's this Omen?
One
He's
CT.
CT. Like, I think I stalled them.
One enemy remaining.
Last one CT.
So last one CT, I blind him,
Hey.
and there it is.
Pity the man who dies meaningless. Weapon
Switching
choice
sides.
is so personal, no? You pick a gun and it tells me who you are.
So Omen, I feel like it's typically best to kind of defend A. You can switch it up. I mean, because I have two teammates here, I'm gonna go help my Sage. But usually you'd end up playing A. And you could do like a one-way smoke that I could show on the wall there. So my Sage is gonna wall. They're not breaking it, so they're just like rushing B, I guess. So I don't have to worry about mid. So now, because we don't have to worry about mid, we already have 3 rotate on the B. Okay, they're leaving. I hear them all leaving, so I'm
I only
calling
saw
it
one
to
of
my
them
team.
kill them and TP'd out.
I hear a lot market in mid. So now they're probably gonna
Yeah.
break the wall. I'm gonna smoke it.
Reyna's heaven or
I'm gonna rotate out.
They're going sewers.
Already up heaven, careful.
the Reyna is heaven.
Reloading. On my mark.
There's still a few mid.
One's on A.
Okay, so someone commented that the Reyna's already heaven, which means she could be here already.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. So I knew she was there because
Holding
my
her
teammate told me
Unknown.
that she was heaven. So
Guru
I'm
was
glad
mid.
he calmed
He was
that.
Omen. Unknown now.
Okay.
One enemy remaining.
Some more.
So I'm just gonna smoke this and play close to it. It's usually a really good idea if you are able to get in a position that you can
30
play it close
seconds
to your
left.
smoke like this. Because then they have to run out of it and you have a huge advantage. Alright, sorry, my right clicks were kind of bad there. I should have just left clicked at that range, I think.
You were barely worth the effort.
Spike's here. Reloading.
Let us see what they have planned for us this time.
The best smokes are ones where they have to run straight through it as opposed to strafe through it, if that makes sense. It's a little bit confusing, but I'll try to explain it. Essentially, well, so this smoke, they have to run straight through it. That's why it's good.
Keep up.
If they strafe through it,
Shadows.
it's kind of hard to explain, but maybe I'll try to show it. So with this smoke,
Need help?
if they try to strafe through it like this, like they strafe through it, then that means they have to 50-50 if someone's like right here where Reyna is, or they have to 50-50 if someone's like right here, right? So it's super risky. That's what makes it
One
strong.
enemy remaining.
Good job, Sage.
So that's why a smoke here is pretty good as well, because they're gonna strafe through it like this,
Match point.
A single battle.
and then they're
between us
50-50ing.
and victory.
Although another really strong smoke would actually be like right here. Like imagine I put a smoke right here, because then they have to run straight through. Like that's actually a really good example of when they have to run straight through. Like the angles they have to worry about are in front of them. So if there was a smoke here and they had to run through, they're running straight through instead of like strafing through to the side.
Okay.
Barrier.
Alright, so I'm ready to smoke immediately to support my team. Smokes up to support. Caught the... See, my Reyna just killed 2 people
One enemy
because
remaining.
both of them were running through the smoke, so I gave him an advantage in the
Give me
gunfight.
TP, smoke. Outside.
Oh, he's elbow.
What? Wow.
Push CT. Here's a Spectre.
Reloading.
Oh no. Good job.
Nice, GG.
Defenders win.
Rest now. I will keep watch.
Oh, see, I forgot I was gonna plug the stream. I typed it wrong, so rip. I was gonna have a pre-saved message to just paste, but I